Aslama marhaba. Hello and welcome to this new video of Astafid in Tunisian Arabic. In this video, we are going to talk about money. This video has three parts. In the first part, we're going to talk about keywords, essential words where we talk about money and prices. The second part, I'm going to introduce you to the Tunisian currency. And the third part, we're going to practice how to read, understand prices in Tunisia. So let's start. Before we start, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's start. First, let's learn some keywords that are important to understand the Tunisian currency and prices. The official name of the Tunisian currency is the Tunisian Dinar, Dinar al-Tunsi. And one Tunisian dinar equals 1,000 millim. One Tunisian dinar equals 1,000 millim. Alright, so for now, just remember the word thousand. We are going to need it later on in this video. Franc is millim, which is another word we use whenever we talk about millim, which is originated from the French old currency franc. So basically we can say 1 dinar equals 1,000 millim or 1,000 franc. Elf means thousand, and the plural of elf is elef. However, when this word elef is preceded by a number, we simply say lef. For example, 3,000, which means 3,000. In the second part of this video, I'm going to introduce you to the coins and the bills. And by the way, this video is recorded in June 2023, so whatever I'm going to introduce you is still valid at the moment of this recording. And in June 2023, the exchange rate is 1 Tunisian dinar equals $0.32 and 0.3 euros. Now let's take a look at the coins. So these are the coins in circulation currently. So from the top right, we start with the smallest one. We have this one that's called 10 franc or 10 millim. Keep in mind that the word franc, it's more common than millim. Therefore, this one is 10 franc. This one is 20 franc, 20 millim. You probably cannot see the 20, but that's fine. We have 50 millim, 50 franc or 50 millim. This one is 100 millim, which is like 100 franc or 100 millim. This one is 200 millim, which is 200 franc or 200 millim. This one right here, here we go. This one is 500 millim, which is 500 franc or 500 millim. This one is 1 dinar. Let me turn it a little bit. Here we go. This one is 1 dinar, and we'll call it dinar. And this one is 2 dinars, and we call it elfin. So here, remember, we only use the word elfin, which is the dual of elf. So elfin means 2 dinars, or literally 2,000. And this one is 5 dinars, and we call it 5,000, which literally means 5,000. So remember, for all the coins that are smaller than 1 dinar, this one, 10 franc, 20 franc, 50 franc, 100 franc, 200 franc, and 500 franc. If you have noticed, we use the word franc or millim. However, for 1 dinar, we use the word dinar. And for more than 1 dinar, for the 2 and the 5, we start using the word elf and lef. And we will see more about that with the bills. Therefore, here we have elfin, 2,000, and 5,000, 5,000. And by the way, the word for coin is pieza. So pieza is the singular and piecet is the plural. Therefore, for example, here I have piecet, piecet. And for example, this one is pieza budinar, pieza budinar, pieza bualfin, pieza bualfin, pieza bu 5,000, pieza bu 5,000. So note, we use the word bu between the word pieza and the value. Now let's talk about the bills. Let's start with this one, the 5 dinar bill. So as you can see here from the front, it has a picture of this guy with the glasses. His name is Salahuddin Al-Amami, and he was a great agricultural engineer. And from the back, we have the Roman aqueduct in Zarwan. So this was the 5 dinar bill. And by the way, it has the same value as this one. So as you can see, these two are exactly the same. 5000. So this is a coin and this is a bill. Moving on to the 10 dinar bill. So as you can see from the front, we have Tawhida bin Sheikh, who is the first female doctor and a pioneer in women's medicine. And from the back, we have Berber jewelry and pottery. And also we have another 10 dinar bill, this one right here, which has from the front Abu Qasim al-Shabi, who is a Tunisian poet, and from the back we have Madrasa al-Bashiyya, which is a historical Islamic school. So for 10 dinar we say 10,000, 10,000, which literally means 10,000, 10,000. So here I have warqa bu 10,000, warqa bu 10,000, 10 dinar bill. So we have the word warqa, that's a bill or literally paper, and the plural is uraq. Now moving on to the 20 dinar bill, the 20,000, and as you can see, literally it means 20,000. So note here I said 20,000, 20,000, which is literally means 20,000, not thousands plural. Why? This is because we have a rule that more than 10, the noun is in the singular form. So that's why earlier I said 10,000, that's the plural. However, here I said 20,000. I used the singular. That's because 20 is more than 10 or comes after 10. Going back to this bill, the 20 dinar bill, the 20,000, we have from the front Farhat Hashed, who was a Tunisian activist, and from the back we have the amphitheater of El Jem, which I totally recommend you to visit. The last one, we have the 50 dinar bill, which is 50,000. So we have here 50,000, literally it means 50,000. And as you can see, I use the word elf. That's because we have 50. So 50 is greater than 10, therefore we use the singular. And as you can see from the front, we have Al-Hadi Nwira, who was a prime minister and led one of the greatest economic eras in the Tunisian history in the 70s and the 80s. And from the back, we have the picture of the central bank. Let's talk about prices. Let's learn how to read and understand prices. There is one important thing, actually the most important thing to remember is that prices are expressed in millim. Remember that, in millim. And as we have seen earlier, 1 dinar equals 1,000 millim. For example, I'm going to buy a certain cookie, and the price tag says 0,920, or also you can find 0.920. So either way, we have 0 to the left and 920 to the right. This means it costs 0 dinar, 920 millim. So you only have to pay 920 millim, 920 franc. You might also find DT or data in Arabic somewhere, whether on the dot or comma or to the right. So for example, you might find 0,920 data or DT. So DT stands for dinar tunisien in French, which is Tunisian dinar. So that's the name of the currency. Now let's take another example. Let's say I'm going to buy a sandwich. This sandwich costs 4,500 or 4.500. This means that this sandwich costs 4,500. 4,500. So here we have 4,500. So as you can see, I don't have to express anything like dinar or franc or anything, that's because it's already clear. Well, first of all, like you will get the gist of the value, you know, because once you understand the life in Tunisia, you understand like what's 4,500. I'll give you another example. Let's say like you got confused for this 4,500. Is it in dinar or in millim? So to give you an example, if it was in dinar, well, first of all, you won't find the dot or the comma. And second of all, 4,500 dinar, that would be, let's say, I'm going to buy, I think I can buy an iPhone with that. Or like a gamer PC. You see, like this is how expensive 4,500 dinars. But here, for a sandwich, it's 4,000, which is 4 dinarat or 4 dinars. 500, so it's 500 franc or just 500, so 4,500. Now let's talk about something more expensive, like the iPhone I mentioned earlier. So I just checked the prices and I found that the cost of the iPhone is around 5,000 dinar. So to say that, we say 5 ملايين, 5 ملايين, which is 5 millions. You see, so I said 5 millions, that's because you're talking about millim, so it's 5 million millim. That's why we say 5 ملايين. And ملايين is the plural of مليون, so مليون is a million or 1 million, and ملايين is millions. And the exact price I just checked for one of the iPhones is 4,499 comma 000, and also there is a DT to the right. This means that the 4,499 are in dinar, like all of this are in dinar, and the 3 zeros are in millim. Therefore, the cost or the way to say it is 4 ملايين و499,000. That's how we say it. So it's 4,499,000. Let's talk about something more expensive like a car, or specifically a BMW car. I just saw on the website here that like one of the cars costs 188,600 DT. And the way it's written, so as you can see here, it's 188 space 600 DT. So the whole price, if you have noticed, there are no dots, no commas. This means that the whole price is expressed in dinar. And the way to say it is 188 مليون و600,000. Or I can simply say 188 مليون و600. I don't even have to say ألف at the end. And literally this means 188,600,000, or we can simply say 600. And as you can see, there is no millim for one simple reason: it's a car, so the millims are obsolete, like they have no value. Thank you so much for watching. يعيشكم. I hope you learned about money, about how to read and understand prices in Tunisia. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bislema.